Hello Virgos, welcome to your love related reading. Okay, so before we start the reading, I want to make a quick update announcement about the recent the current in fact and recent energy shifts. Okay, we've got Venus in Pisces, meaning you might be very forgiving and giving and loving this week. You know, love is in the air. It's been in the air since last week, and it might be in the air. Well, it will be in the air up to early February, because we've got Venus in Pisces. What does that mean is that when you got Venus in Pisces, if you think of Pisces, they are the most emotional star sign, they're the most romantic, so when the Venus is in Pisces, this blurs our vision, meaning we can fall in love quite easily, and we can find ourselves in love all over again. Also, we can put on a pedestal our partners or whoever we're dealing with and admire them and think, oh my goodness, they've been just so amazing. I don't know what was wrong with me, why didn't I like them. Also, we may have someone coming back from the past, and if they do, we may sort of erase any bad memories with them and give them a chance again, and they may let us down. So what I'm trying to say is that Pisces is a very emotional and giving star sign, and very often they're being taken for granted. So just watch out this week or throughout this month not to be taken for granted, and not allow your emotions to sort of misguide you. Don't misjudge certain signs, or don't get confused. And if you find yourself this is why. We've got Venus and Pisces, extremely giving, just like you, believing in unconditional love. Okay, where no one is taking anyone for granted. So you may see yourself, you may actually be falling in love this week or in the next 2 weeks. Okay, or you might be deciding that maybe you love someone all of a sudden that you thought you didn't then, but now you might be. I know it sounds weird, but that's what Venus and Pisces does to us. We'll feel like really, you might be feeling like extremely passionate about someone and feeling extreme, very strong connection and passion with someone. But don't let this to blur your vision so you don't get hurt. How do they view the person you're thinking of right now? And they view you, Virgo, with... How do they view you? And they view you with judgment. Okay, they view you as if there is some, maybe you want to reach out to them, or there's some unfinished business with you. Maybe you want to reconcile, maybe you somehow getting in touch with them. Okay, there's some unfinished business with you. Like I said, you might be feeling more giving this week because of Venus and Pisces. You may want to reconcile. That's what they think of you. They also view you with as if you want to communicate, emotional communication. Okay, I've actually done the reading for you, but it broke halfway through. Like the video stopped and it was on the other side, the same cards. I did shuffle it. They view as if you want to communicate something. You might be very emotional this week. Okay, very good. So watch out for this passionate communication. It's like you want to send them messages. You want to contact them. There's some fast coming emotional communication. You also view them with, they view you with, yeah? How do they view you? They view you with how do they view? And they view you with, well, flipped Ace of Cups, a passion. Okay, they view you, that's how they view you, as if you got passion for them all of a sudden, as if you are in love, maybe, or maybe you want to finish, there's some kind of a closure, something needs to be discussed, but this is reconciliation. This is fast coming emotional communication. That's how they view, that's from their perspective what you want to do. And Ace of Cups, they think you still got emotions for them. Maybe you're in love with them, or maybe you just awaken spiritually, or you were in love with someone new and you want to let them know with Judgment card. Now, let me clarify this, because then I forget. So what is this Judgment about? That's how they view unfinished business. Let's clarify. Hierophant. We've got, you might be dealing with Taurus here, but the Hierophant is, you know, there's some unfinished business to do with commitment, okay? Someone was stubborn here. Unfinished business to do with commitment. And Page of Wands in reverse position. So it's like, you know, Page of Wands is that this is Venus and Pisces, but like maybe there needs to be clarity. Someone doesn't want to have a new beginning, okay? Something to do with the commitment that was unsure. So they are unsure, but they think you know, there's unfinished business, but they know here that you don't want to have a new beginning with them. So what is the passionate communication about? That's how they view you, bringing them. You might be traveling as well. They may know this, but flying. This is the card of flying a plane. Page of Cups in reverse position. They view you as if you know. This is in reverse position. Page of Cups. Back in time, they view you the way you communicated passively in a quite immature manner, or maybe you communicated. I'm a bit cold here. I don't want to get sick. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. They view you, you know, as if, you know, back in time, you know, maybe there was some immature communication coming from you. Page of Cups in reverse position, meaning in the upright position, someone was quite immature in love, but maybe you matured, if you see what I mean. Eight of Wands. Let's clarify. Fast coming communication. Maybe saying, well, there are many things that could be said, but I will keep it simple. Knight of Pentacles. Someone is very stable here, okay? Independent, self-realization, realizing that, you know, maybe the way they view is like, you know, that you want to communicate something about how you talk, how you were in the past, possibly. Something to do with your stability. Maybe that's the message you need to pass to someone. They also view Ace of Cups as if, you know, you are in love, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're falling in love this week. Like I said, Virgo, this is a Venus and Pisces. If you are with someone, I bet you are falling in love, and if you aren't, you will be falling in love very soon and very easily, and it will catch you by surprise. Let's clarify Ace of Cups for Virgo. So maybe they think you are falling in love with them. Three of Swords, though. Got third party situation, painful endings. After painful ending, you're falling in love. Broken heart is here. So they know you've had a broken heart. But Ace of Cups. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay, Five of Wands. You're very they think you're very conflicted here, okay? You know, very conflicted, and they you know, they know that you know, you need to make some kind of decision to do with love, but you struggle with that. So you're very conflicted, internally torn almost here, because you'll be feeling love, and it's weird, you know, because here on the bottom of the deck with the oracles, we've got new love. It's just a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Very likely in a Venus and Pisces season. How do they see you? How do you see them? Sorry. You view them with Ten of Wands. Someone who's taking a break from disconnection, or someone who's been emotionally drained. They might need me time. They might be traveling, taking a holiday. Tired today. I've done many readings, like 14, 15 or 16. They view you with, no, how you view them, right? And you view them with Knight of Cups. Someone who's got a love offer for you, or this person has had love for you for quite a long time. But at the same time, they're taking time away from it. They leaving this situation because they're emotionally drained. Could be from an earth sign. An earth energy is a very slow energy. They're very stable and loyal. If they're in it forever. But they walking away from this. 10 of Wands indicates the end of the emotional cycle. They're done with any drama or anything that was emotionally draining. They don't have time for this. Like maybe they need some peace right now, you know, and that's what they're doing. You also view them with card Wheel of Fortune, okay? Maybe the fortune is on that side, or maybe it isn't, you know. Wheel of Fortune is like a karmic connection, the universe, okay? It's like, but I think Wheel of Fortune, the fortune is on this side right now. But it's also about karmic connection. They were your karmic partner, possibly. Meaning you meant to meet each other so you could learn something from each other. So let's clarify why they're walking away with 10 of Wands. 8 of Wands in reverse position. So after receiving this communication from you, okay, possibly this week or whenever, they're walking away. Because it's maybe there is, okay, we're talking about this communication back in time, right? When they received that communication from you, that was very immature, possibly here. Not saying you were immature, but it came across this way. They decided to take a step back here. Let's clarify Knight of Cups. Love offer. I saw soulmates, but I put it back. Knight of Cups. Let's clarify Knight of Cups. Ayo. Okay, foundation. So someone's got a love offer. This is a very stable foundation. Someone's got something very, very stable to offer. They're a very stable person here, okay? It's not like, I mean, you know this. Okay, Page of Cups. But, you see, their love offer, maybe back then here, generally speaking, you know, they've been slow because their love offer is wishy-washy. So the way you were with them, oh no, wait, got confused. Oh my goodness. So they are also passionate about you. You're passionate about them, possibly they're passionate about you. You both have, like you're both in love here. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's the end of the cycle. Someone decided to finish the cycle. Karmic connection. Why? Because of King of Swords, issues in communication, okay, back in time, too logical communication, not emotional. Let's clarify. 8 of Cups, so walking away from something, this person walked away, it was emotionally unfulfilling because there were issues in communication, too logical, too analytical, and, you know, that was the destiny, it was meant to be, just to leave it, I guess. So what is the blockage between you two? Main blockage between you two, Virgo, you and the person you're thinking of right now. Blockage, main blockage. Okay, someone got left out in the cold back in time. They lost out emotionally and financially. Someone got literally, you know, left out, and that is the blockage. It's the past situation. And what is the possible outcome? Walking away from something that is not stable. So I feel like despite everything that happened here and you having some passion for them, they having some passion for here, walking away from this because it was a very unstable thing. Walking away from something that was unstable, it's a logical decision, Virgo, you making or they making, sailing towards a brighter future, more stable water where there's less drama. Okay, so let's clarify being left out in the cold, blockage. Why? 9 of Wands. You know, someone wouldn't let go of something, someone kept fighting for this love, but in the end they got left out in the cold. One more card. Okay, King of Wands, someone just wanted to go after what they wanted. They were focused on the goals, okay, whilst the other person was focused on love. And the outcome is Six of Swords, walking away, sailing away towards a brighter future, leaving unstable situation. It is a logical, smart decision you making. Not saying it's smart, it's just what it is, logical. Okay, yet someone is not moving forward, they're still stuck on this, okay, with the Chariot in reverse position. So moving away mentally, but not moving away emotionally. Six of Swords, let's clarify, is the outcome. Dishonesty, a lot of dishonesty here. So, you know, you might be stuck on someone, but if there's a lot of dishonesty, there's no point, right? I get you. So now let's get the piece of advice, Virgo, for you and the person you're dealing with. For you and the person you are dealing with. We've got Queen of Pentacles. Someone who's, you know, the advice is be practical. Four of Wands, you know, if there is no stable foundation with someone and there was dishonesty, you're not gonna build anything on it, Virgo, okay? You're not gonna build on anything. And even if Venus in Pisces is gonna mess with your head, just keep an eye on that, you know, be practical. If you haven't had the stable foundation with someone, doesn't matter whose fault it is. I mean, we also got the Fool. Maybe it's time for you to take a leap of faith and have a new chapter in your life, okay? Let's clarify the advice. I'm just saying, you don't need to take my advice, of course. Three of Pentacles, okay. Are we not on the same page? Someone's wondering. Of third party situation. Again, okay. Also, we have here, interestingly, the World. We already had that one. We didn't have the World. We've got here, the World is in reverse position. So the cycle is not finished here. There's definitely lack of balance in this connection. The foundation here for Wands is being practical. I mean, do you or don't you have the emotional foundation? This is a foundation, like a stable foundation to build on. And you haven't got it here. Three of Pentacles, either a third party situation, or are we not on the same page? Wondering all the time and wondering whether to take a leap of faith or not. So, of course, it's on you, Virgo. Let me get two more cards to give you any advice I could possibly do. Knight of Swords, fast moving communication, being logical again, being logical, and rejection. Okay, so whatever rejection happen, even if you want to approach someone and if you want to make this work, I have a feeling there's gonna be a rejection either way, whether from you or from them. Okay, the bottom of the deck is a Seven of Wands, being in an unsure, indecisive position. Okay, so whichever decision you might be making this week, okay, whether it's you or a cross watcher, there will be questioning. This could be you being cornered by someone and someone might be asking you many questions, or this might be you cornering someone, asking many questions. Okay, a very emotional communication coming from you, I feel like, it Virgo this week, because of Venus in Pisces. You know, you do what you like, of course, but I feel like, you know, many of us earth signs, we struggle to move on and we always get stuck on the past. But there are reasons why we decide to move away from something that was not stable. There are reasons, things happen for a reason why we can't build a stable foundation with someone. And it's very difficult to rebuild the trust after dishonesty, right? And yes, it's difficult to let go of it, but it's what we like, you know. So let me get you romance cards for you. Two cards, Virgo. One card, children. Your love life is being affected by children, possibly. And maybe there are children involved in this situation. We've got a little child on here. Oh, chemistry, though there is a strong magnetic attraction here, Virgo. There is, we could see on both sides, but that is not a stable foundation. That's just what I'm saying. I hope, you know, you get some clarity here. I'm gonna pull an animal spirit for you message, because I still got 2 minutes. This is for Virgo. Polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Okay? Polar bear. I like this animal. I mean, I like all animals. Polar bear. Let me see. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to read it. So, when you express yourself from your heart and from place of power, Virgo, it's an unbeatable combination. So, a power, so emotions and logic. You don't need to grow or bully, nor do you need to fade into the background and deny yourself the opportunity to directly affect the situation. So basically, don't get worked up about how it turns something out after you saying it. You may or you may not get what you want, but at least your chances are much better if you do ask. So if you do not ask this week, you do not get, okay? So approach the situation with the purity and innocence of a child and the focused intensity of a true warrior, one who doesn't speak or act from anger, but from a place of truth and dignity. Know that when you do so, you will have nothing to fear. So if there's something you got to do this week, do it with your dignity, with passion. Fight for it, whatever you want to fight for, okay? And stand up for yourself, but speak your truth respectfully, with respect, with compassion, okay? And if you do not ask, you do not get, and that is the message for you this week from this beautiful polar bear. Okay, this is only something that helps you to self-reflect, but of course, you know, I can only read the cards. Let's see, you know, how things gonna change next week. See you next week. See you next weekend. Bye bye, Virgos. Thank you. Bye.